Well, Zane, we have a lot to come this week, but today is not over yet. Great day and beautiful sunset right there.
Right, yeah, sun's going down. It's not too chilly outside, not a ton of breeze. This is the nice day of the week. Actually, tomorrow's going to be warmer, and then it's after that when we have a lot more action to talk about here, Kayla. So let's kind of jump right into this forecast here for the first full week of March. First off, two big things to talk about. Tuesday night into Wednesday, both of those things arrive. The first one is going to be some strong winds. It's looking more likely now we're going to see some 50-mile-per-hour wind gusts. We had those last week, but we're going to have more of them coming up as soon as Tuesday night and through the day Wednesday. That's going to be statewide. Then along with some of that wind is some rain changing over to snow Tuesday night and into Wednesday morning. This is particularly going to be in parts of central and western Iowa, and I would expect at least medium impacts. It's looking possible, too, we might have some high impacts with the overlap of the snow and those strong winds here, too. Let's get into how this is all going to happen. First off, tonight, no big issues, although we will have a little ribbon of wind aloft that's going to push in some moisture and increase our cloud cover into early tomorrow morning. This might also lead to maybe a few spotty showers across eastern and northeastern Iowa into Monday morning. Most of central Iowa is going to stay dry, though. Clouds will increase, though, through the day tomorrow on Monday. Our temperatures, they'll still go up more than they did today. Most of us parked it up in the upper 40s today. More of us will get to the upper 50s to maybe 60 degrees tomorrow on Monday. Nice spring weather, a little bit of a breeze starting to develop out of the south. Then that leads us into Tuesday. The first signs of this next big weather system start to come in here late Monday night, probably after midnight, and then into the pre-dawn hours of Tuesday. You see clouds already abundant, and then showers start to make their way in from the south. They become more widespread by, I would say, mid-morning on Tuesday, and then through the afternoon hours, we've got bands of some rain, embedded thunderstorms in there too, and then by Tuesday afternoon, our winds start to shift to the north. That's when the cooler air starts to work on in here. Now let's add the wind to the equation. The numbers you're going to see here are gusts. Starting Tuesday afternoon, and then especially Tuesday evening, those gusts start to get up into the 40, 45, 50 mile per hour range. Oh, and by the way, yeah, we're changing over to snow. In western Iowa, this will happen as soon as 8, 9, 10 o'clock. Granted, we're a couple days out, so the forecast isn't locked in, but that's what it's looking like right now. Here in central Iowa, along I-35, let's say Ames down towards the Des Moines Metro, more like midnight into early on Wednesday morning. We'll make that change from some rain to some wet snow, and then some blowing snow is possible into the morning hours of Wednesday before this winds down, the snow at least. The wind will continue into the afternoon. Again, gusts out of the north to northwest at 50 miles per hour. Rainfall wise, good bet. A lot of us are going to see at least an inch. Where you see a lot of those purple colors, that's more like 2 inches of moisture. It's not all going to be liquid, though. Snow potential is increasing, I would say. If you're in this kind of darker blue color, you have a good bet of seeing multiple inches of snow across western into north central Iowa late Tuesday night and into the morning hours of Wednesday. And once that snow starts to get a little bit drier on Wednesday morning, it will blow around. We could have some serious visibility issues, actually, for those of you trying to get places early on Wednesday morning before the snow is gone. Now, here's the rest of the week. We do have another chance, actually, of rain and snow on Friday. That system obviously farther away, but it doesn't look nearly as potent as the one Tuesday into Wednesday. We'll get into the weekend on a quieter note, and we'll actually start to warm up then. As we head towards next week, there's some very mild readings coming quite a ways off, though.